So today we're in Sintra. I woke up at 9 o'clock, so an hour later than yesterday, had a shower, had breakfast, and just dashed out the door to the train station. Got to the train station, it was packed, so just quick advice, get there early. The train leaves every half hour. I got there at about 10:30 something. The train left at 11, but it took me until sort of 10:55 to get the ticket. There was just so many people there. Got the ticket, and this is Sintra. And so I walked from the train station up to this place. It's called Paradise. It's a restaurant, but it's also a guy's house. So it's pretty cool. I'm the only one here. Ordered food, got some bottled water because it is hotter today than it was yesterday. And the view is incredible. There's a slight breeze, which is quite nice. And I'm planning to go up to the Castle of the Moors, which is above me, but you can't actually see it. And then after that I'm going to the Pena Palace, and then back down to the train station. And also there is a bus that goes from the train station all the way up to the Castle of the Moors, and then the Pena Palace, and then back to the train station as a big loop. But it also stops in the center of Sintra. So if you want to visit sort of the cultural side, I walked up the hills, and so it's really not that far. But if you don't want to walk that much, catch the bus. It's €5.50 for the whole loop, hop on, hop off. So, and it's the 4:34. So yeah. So this is Paradise, apparently. Lunch just arrived, €2.50 for a toasty, chips and a salad. Looks delicious, and it's one of the cheapest meals that you can find. €2.50 for a meal plus 75 for the water. Perfect. Okay, so I'm there, and then I'm gonna wind my way up. All the way to the castle. That's where I'm going, 910 meters. This path is just proof that Sintra is just one huge hill. But saying that there's a bus earlier, don't even use it. Walk. It's so much better because I didn't know that this place existed. It's like a natural forest path thing that goes all the way up to the Castle of the Moors. I've walked up so many steps and hills and things. It is actually quite ridiculous. But the view is spectacular. And there's just plants and rocks and caves and little weird buildings on top of rocks. It's really spectacular. And I wouldn't have found this if I didn't walk. Definitely walk. So Sintra, I believe from the tour that I did yesterday, this was where the royals used to come on holiday. So the Pena Palace was the summer homes that the royals used to stay in. My summary of the Moorish Castle is that it's incredible, especially on a hot day. If you come with a group or with somebody else, it's so much fun to explore, see all the caves, see there weren't that many caves, there's one, see all the turrets and the towers, and see how this castle used to defend Lisbon. It was one of the outposts. €6.50 is a bit expensive, it's a little bit much. I asked if there's any student discounts, they don't. But yeah, I would definitely recommend coming to the Moorish Castle. So I finished up at the castle, the Moorish Castle. Now we're walking up and down more hills to get to the Pena Palace. So here it is. So now I'm in the gardens of the Pena Palace. I tried to ask the guy if I could get a student discount, but they don't do any. To get into the Pena Palace and the gardens, it's €11.50. But just to go around the gardens, you can still see the palace from the outside, but it's €6.50. So I figured that's better than spending €11.50 to go into a palace. I hope it's worth it. Okay, so now I've seen the Pena Palace and now I'm going to go up that way. So I made it up to the cross. It's 530 meters above sea level. And so to walk up these steep hills, it's a long journey. I thought it was a long time to get up to the Moorish Castle. This was probably double that. But I got up here, great view, spectacular. You can see Lisbon from here. I've gone off trail a little bit just because it's quieter. So the original cross that was up there actually got struck by lightning. And so that was the cross that I showed you earlier. And so they replaced it and the new one was put up in 2008. So that's only been there for 8-9 years, just a fact. Okay, so my final sort of review of the Pena Palace and Gardens. I actually don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Pena, something like that. I thought it was great to walk around the gardens. I would actually do that again. €6.50, definitely do that. Must do, I would recommend it. Castle, after the gardens, the castle seemed a little bit weak. €6.50 again for literally walking around a wall. It's up to you whether you want to spend the money. But I thought it was pretty cool. I'm actually really knackered now and really hungry. So I'm gonna head back down the mountain. Another 5k walk, I think. It feels like that. And get the next train back to Lisbon. Because I'm feeling like some Portuguese style chicken tonight. So I'm walking down the same park that I walked up with. Just because it's actually so spectacular. It's got these cobblestone streets, it's got little fountains like there. It's got lots and lots of different plants. The view over Sintra is spectacular. You've got a nice breeze blowing through, which doesn't make it too humid. And there's just flowers and plants everywhere. It smells great and it's just a joy to walk up. So I'll find out what the name is, just so that you can actually walk up it. It's so worth it. It's one of the best parts of the day, I reckon. Back in Lisbon now. The train ride was straightforward, quick, 40 minutes-ish. I stopped off and had dinner, fried chicken, rice, french fries, and a iced tea, €7.50, so that's pretty good. And then I walk back and at the hostel now, gonna get an early night and going to Belém tomorrow. See you then.